What in the hell's happening? What is going on? I'm here with Cam and Dustin, man.
What's up?
What's good?
And let me tell you, this is the first time we have our returning guest from the first episode. And I'll tell you what, this is why it's so great to me, because I had been so scared this entire day. It was a shoot. Dustin was there, Cam was there, I had a bunch of friends. Here's the pictures we got. Hope you like them. And I was like, okay, I want to do this podcast. I want to like make it real cool. Like, I don't really know what. I was chugging yerba mate, flying down the freeway, thinking of questions. And I pop into the studio, and right before we wrap up, I'm like, hey, Cam, like, and this is the first time us meeting. I'm like, can we do this quick video? Like, it'll only be 10 to 15 minutes. Like, I just want to ask you some questions. And I quickly just get some of the lighting they had there. I set it up. I got my camera. I had the tether cable that I just bought, so I'm like, okay, I can see what I'm doing. Yep. And I asked them the questions, and then, first episode in the books. And then I just haven't stopped since. I'm not gonna, so.
I remember too, because you asked me, you're like, bro, I want to get into this, but I don't know. I'm like, bro, no, just go. Just do it.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
Then you just went. You did it. And then you got lucky with that car crash. And that, I feel like that gave you, like, a good momentum to even tell you, like, no, like, keep going, like, you're doing.
Dude, what I take away from that the most, besides like the back pain and like, you know, all the emotional trauma and baggage, is not necessarily what it analytically gave me, because like during the crash, like, we got a good amount of followers, we got more subscribers. Your TikTok had like a good little boost there. What was it, like 50K?
Yeah, like
it was like 50K on there that got boosted. Yeah, anyway, whatever.
Nothing crazy.
But the problem, I think, with that was, and especially now, like, my views are back to normal, I guess I'd say. Like, I'm probably averaging 50 to 100 views a video.
My views are...
Yeah, exactly. But it's what I've wired it down to is that instance has nothing to do with what our target audience is. So, like, they'll come and they'll watch the car crash, but they don't give a about like camera shit or like or artistic creative things. Like, these people just want to see carnage all day long. For real. And I don't blame, like, that shit's fun. Like, I like watching fails and you know, ultimate explosion compilations. I've been into those recently.
That's so random.
Right? It's crazy. I mean, it could be a like pipe bursting, it can be a nuke, a whole city explodes, all on film and compilations on YouTube.
Like a specific niche.
Oh yeah. You get those barrels that explode, and they like the top of them gets chopped off, and then they just fly. Like, I'll put one right here. They just fly. It's so weird. They just fly through the wall, dude. They'll go through anything and create a perfect circle hole. So it's like a cartoon.
See, now I need to see it.
Yeah.
They're it's actually, when they don't hurt anybody,
chat,
it's hilarious. It's hilarious, dude. It's great. Cam and Dustin, man. I've known you for probably over...
That was for Cam's birthday. It was her birthday.
Yeah, it was other Cam, not this Cam. Cam Shia, which was on Cam Shay. I still fucking say that. She was on the last episode. We had a great conversation. So you guys definitely got to go check that out. It was great.
Basically, we met through her at her little birthday photo shoot that she was doing.
Yeah.
I believe that was... Dude, I completely forgot what her birthday was. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say that it was like...
Sorry, Cam.
When's my birthday? When's my birthday?
It was September or... No.
When's my birthday?
June.
Was it?
Oh, okay.
When's my birthday, Dustin?
No, your birthday.
No, when's my birthday? I'm asking you.
When's your birthday?
I'm asking you.
This is a big deal, because they work together. So if he doesn't know his birthday, that's it.
Hold up. He never told me his birthday.
I'm talking his pay.
Hold on.
December.
Dude, is it like in the summer?
It's December.
October 4th.
That can...
No way, really?
October 4th.
October 4th.
Woo!
Same day as A$AP Rocky.
Hey, you know who I got the same day as?
Twin.
Elon Musk, bro.
That's badass. That makes sense, though, because you're smart.
Hopefully. I like to study on my free time, so...
Yes, it's okay.
My studying,
play Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Hey, don't cap.
He called me last night. He's like, "Hey man, can we talk?" I'm like, "I'm in the middle of a gun game, but yeah, sure. Like, I'm down."
Dead.
Like, I'll
Like
always,
gun game, bro.
yeah, gun game on Black Ops 2. It's still so much fun.
I feel like Dustin calls at the wrong time. Like, is that just me, or does it happen
It's
to you
not
too?
the wrong time for us as well. It's also the wrong time for him, because he's always fucking driving. Like,
Bro, yeah, always on the go.
I'm
be thinking, like, damn, who's really the entrepreneur here, me or him?
Dude, I just kind of just call whenever it comes up. Like,
Yeah.
Because I'll forget. I'll forget like what I want to talk to you about.
It's important,
happened
though.
so many times.
I'll be
right?
either on the
I'm
toilet.
like,
I'll be with family.
Nah,
I was like,
nah.
I'm like, damn, Dustin, hold on. Like, I'll be feeling bad too. I'm like,
Nah.
bro.
I'm like at a funeral and my phone starts buzzing. As
Bro,
Dustin.
yeah.
Hey, now we know who calls though.
Yeah.
You don't be.
I
calling
text.
me
I'm
at
more of a
all.
texter though. You know me. I'm more of a texter.
Yeah, I hate texting though.
I
That's
just-
the thing.
'cause
I'm with you on that.
I don't have the time.
What about
No.
you?
I don't have
like
the time to
texting.
just call though.
Yeah,
I
know.
hey Dustin, I got this idea. What do you think about it? Boom, and then now I'm back to work doing whatever I'm doing in the moment. You know?
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more efficient. Yes, I've been like.
But I like voices. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry.
Just being able
I like
to
voice
explain
memos.
something.
I'm sorry. I'll call you.
Voice
Yeah.
memos are good too.
Voice
Voice
memos.
memos are good too. But like I feel like
I'm sorry,
you,
Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But anyway, that kind of snowballs or segues. I don't know the right term to use.
Wait,
I feel
yeah.
like they're different.
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Y'all all met before, but it's my first time meeting Dustin and Cam.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you guys. Like, like, what do you do? Like,
Okay.
just introduce yourself a little bit.
Okay.
Who
You
goes
wanna go
first? Me or me?
Okay, you.
You
go
You're
first,
the
you go
top
first.
one Here. We're in your
Wait, so am I
place.
talking to the camera or am I talking to you? Like,
It don't matter.
A little bit both.
You can talk to everybody in the
Alright.
room.
Well, hi, my name is.
It's
I don't know how to introduce
I
myself.
know your name, yeah, Cameron.
I mean, I'll just say Cam. I feel
Cam.
like Cam Stylez is kind of weird because like you know me now in person.
Right, yeah.
So I'll just be like, hey, my name is Cam. You know,
Cam.
do men's fashion. I've been doing this for like 3 years, about to go on to 4. I started
Oh, okay.
in the basement of my college dorm, and now I am here living my best life.
Oh.
But honestly, bro, I did. Whenever you said that, like it was our first time meeting, it doesn't feel like it. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
it just feels so natural talking to you
Yeah,
because you're
for
real
sure.
cool. But yeah, I just do men's fashion content on Instagram,
Mhm.
TikTok, YouTube. I dabble a little bit in Pinterest here and there, but yeah.
Yeah,
here I
and you,
am.
3 years ago was that like pandemic? When you
Yeah.
started?
I'll definitely say I started in pandemic, but I wasn't consistent for like half a year, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in full fledged. Like I definitely think my boys Ty and Zion, I had a cool little photo shoot idea, and they're like, bro, keep going, this is hard. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, bet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Zion actually took my first photo.
Really?
starting my,
He'll
content.
plug him right here. So
Bro, I can pull it up too. So you can throw it
yeah,
up on there.
it'll be there.
Yeah. That,
Oh,
he took
yeah.
my first photo when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do this. He took my first photo.
Really?
Damn.
Wow, that's sick though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of I noticed a lot like in the scene, especially like you being willing to come on my podcast, which didn't even have a channel yet. I made
Oh.
all first 4 videos before I even had the channel.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I
because I'm
remember
like
that.
I want to make sure there's proof in the pudding and that everything's there. And then I tested channel algorithms on like 3 separate channels,
I remember that.
nailed it down, and then now I'm starting.
You were
to really
studying too,
dude. Yes, and I still am.
Man,
There's
this
so
boy
much
going
I'm
in.
learning, but it's so much fun.
Bro, I'm about to start getting deep into it too. So whenever I
Really?
learn some shit, I'll let you know too.
Dude, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is actually the perfect place to say it, and I'll clip it and I'll put it on media because like I want to try and build a group, and I want you to be a part of it, please. Of like content creators or wannabe content creators in Houston that are down to like study analytics and
Yeah.
and like look
I've
into the
been
niches.
Looking into it.
Have like
Yeah.
meet
also.
and greets.
Yeah,
And
we
just
go to a
talk
coffee
about
shop
analytics
for
and
a
stuff.
few hours every 2 weeks and report
Yeah.
our own
Events,
stuff and see what
things
worked.
like
Yeah,
That'd be badass.
because I don't know another
And we
like
can, like-
city that does that.
We can like rent out like conference rooms like once a month.
Exactly.
And then like have like PowerPoint set up of like, and everybody gets to present what they learned.
Exactly.
all share.
Exactly.
That'd be hard.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be
then
cool.
yeah, so fucking join because right now it's happening. So DM like one of us, and I
Yeah.
guess we'll put you in this group.
But that'd be hard. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
Just
like
try and grow.
because that's knowledge times.
Yeah.
bro. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, we need that in Houston. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we don't have people that just know each other. Everyone's just like doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Like, community's
Everyone-
always good.
But I
like-
don't know that anywhere where people are like getting together and like let's study our asses off. We're not just like filming shit for each other, but we're
Right.
like learning for
Yeah.
a collective.
It's usually just teens,
Yeah.
but nobody, everybody wants to get cute.
Yeah.
But Dustin, go ahead and introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh,
to us.
yeah,
Because
man.
I really, I've heard about Cam through like the
Yeah.
previous episode,
Uh-huh.
but I really don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we did film an episode, but
Yeah. don't
cut
know
that
why-
shit. I'm
where
sorry.
happened
I'm
to
sorry.
that? Oh, you
It just
did?
it was like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and my questions weren't there.
Oh, you
They
didn't
were
like the
just kind of like
questions?
dry. So I'm like, I can
Yeah.
do way better. Let's give this another shot down the line once I've like getting it more.
Yeah,
Same with
yeah.
you. That's why I wanted to do this again too, because it's like, you know, shit is, you know, I'm starting to like build and develop more of a character,
Yeah.
or more of a person that I want to be on it.
Yeah.
And same with you, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it's good to try stuff out twice. Like I feel like I wouldn't really do that. Like the way that you didn't have a channel before
Yeah.
post it. Like I'm the type of person that I film something, I want to post it right away.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
patient.
Yeah, I get too excited.
And it can be a very, very bad thing. So
yeah. I did.
like that.
I'm exactly like that, and that's why I did it, because I had to make sure that I was like, let's see how fast I can do this, optimize my schedule based around what I've already created, and then move on to the next step. You know,
If only it was that easy.
sort of. I mean, you gotta kind of like what you're doing, though. I think. Like,
Yeah.
I love this. I
Yeah.
get a kick. I just love editing and like looking at it. It takes me like, I'm like 5 hours to edit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just go. I just go on these things.
I want to add on, but I want
Yeah,
to
Dustin, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Dustin.
let me introduce myself.
Take it
Okay,
away.
So I kind of started photography around the same time you started,
Mm.
in like the early pandemic.
Pandemic.
Say
Pandemic.
Time. And basically what happened, so I was like dabbling in photography like growing up and whatnot. Like I would grab my mom's camera or something like that every once in a while, but it never really stuck. I was like, it's all right, you know.
You turn it around. I think it's the other side.
Is it? Oh shit! No, wait.
Yeah, it is.
wait. It's fine.
You're good. You want to start over your little speech?
No, I think it'll be fine because it was still picking up my voice.
Okay, yeah, it was.
I
could
think it'll be
read.
fine. And I think that'll be a
Yeah, I
funny
really
clip
don't want
in
to go
there.
over it.
Oh, really? And that's honestly kind of funny. Yeah.
I wish you would have told me that.
I'm sorry. I was like thinking, I'm like, I better check the levels on that thing. But no, we're
Videographer
good.
doesn't
Hey,
know how
we're
to work
good.
a mic, folks.
Okay, so back to it. So one day I am literally just driving and I had a watch on. And I don't think it was this one. It was probably another watch.
Yeah.
It looked like this one. And I just grabbed my phone real quick. I put my hand up on the steering wheel and there was a sunset like in the windshield.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I just like snapped a photo real quick of my watch with the sunset in the background.
Yeah.
It looked pretty cool. I was like, all right, let me just post this on Snap or whatever. And one of my friends, I guess I valued like what
Their
she
opinion.
said
Yeah, their
a
opinion.
lot. And she swiped up and was like, bro, why don't you do photography and shit? Like, the pictures you take look cool as fuck and whatnot. And she just was like hyping me up. I was like, really? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right. You know what? So that's when I decided. I was like, let me grab a camera and let me just like actually try it for a little bit.
Bro, what?
Dude,
Yeah.
you're like a superhero. That's
Bro,
like
why
a
is-
full superhero origin
Bro,
story.
why is this the first time I'm hearing this
Really?
story,
I
bro?
thought I told you.
No.
Yeah, no.
We went on a whole vacation with each other and stuff, and you just not telling me this?
You're like,
No.
See,
So-
introductions are good.
it was a sunny and brisk evening.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wait, that's
You still have that
actually
photo?
cool.
What?
Do you still have the photo?
Probably your like Snap. Remember?
No.
What?
Shit, I deactivated.
Yeah, he
Oh.
deactivated his Snapchat.
Why?
All those memories are wiped and gone.
Why?
Because I
Yeah,
felt
pissed?
like I needed to shed that part of me.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
how
I understand.
get you,
I
get
understand.
you.
Like it was one of those. So
Like
I
high
just-
school Snapchat.
Dang.
Yeah, all that bullshit.
But to say,
just
I could get that, frame it to you as a gift. You know?
That'd be great, dude.
I think I might have it. It should be in my like camera roll or
You
something.
need to find it so we can put it up on the screen for the
Yeah,
people to
dude,
see.
for real.
honestly.
Here it is, and if it's not
we
here,
find
it's
it.
his fault.
Right? If it's not here, here's a little version that I drew on Snapchat for you guys.
Fucking,
Oh.
God damn it, draw the little sky. and
Draw the
everything.
sky in the watch.
That's all I know.
That's great.
So like I've been going ever since that.
Oh, that's
So-
Nice.
cool.
So,
I feel like that's not like if some, especially a friend,
Yeah.
like their opinions are more valuable than like a
Yeah.
stranger.
Mhm.
That's cool that she hyped you up. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
well, fuck.
good to. Oh, I was about to say that's good to have around.
I was just about to ask too. I was about to be like,
Who's
is she
this?
still in
I'm
your
not
life?
spilling that to you.
Okay, all right.
She was good for the time.
Actually,
but-
I don't.
I
Mean
guess
that.
that's fair.
I don't have anything bad towards her or anything like it. But we just don't talk as much as we used to.
She's gonna watch this, bro, and she's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, right.
She's
She
like, you
probably
are.
ain't gonna watch
You're where
this.
you are because of me.
Hey, I'm sorry for him, man.
Right? All right.
Well, that's
So that's my introduction.
Yeah, very cool, man. Holy shit. Like, yeah, I know you've been you've dabbled around in quite a, like, right after we met, we actually got studio time together. You hit me up and you're like, let's get some people, let's rent out, and that was my first time ever shooting in like a studio that I had like paid for.
Oh
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it out.
Yeah, we got like the whole little crew together.
Yeah,
With
Jennifer, model in Houston, and Lucy also.
Lucy.
She's been modeling too, but she's also in a fucking awesome band, dude. That plays down here, so sick. Lead singer, keyboardist. Yeah, but yeah, we had that studio time. That's what really got me more into the like, okay, like I can really come down to Houston a lot and get a lot of work done. Because before that, I just, I come up here to see somebody, maybe pop into U of H for a little bit, but I've never like considered this place like my work area until recent. But I love it because it's the hub where everyone kind of goes and meets. Yeah. And then eventually get to a point where you can literally be in the hub as you've done, which I'm sure has opened up so many more opportunities.
Oh, you know what I need to do again? I need to do like another meetup or something.
Dude, yeah. Like,
I'm surprised
I've been pushing it off because like I'm passionate about doing that.
Yeah.
It's like really fun, but I want to get my company running first.
Yeah.
I want to get that and then do like company events and whatnot, like photography.
I want to throw like a huge party at like once we have like 20 guests on, and then it's like a huge networking, but we'll be chilling, like rent out a beach house or something.
Bro, imagine traveling somewhere and like with the dude.
One day.
Imagine doing that, like traveling somewhere, get an Airbnb, like bring a bunch of people, create it, do a podcast, get a bunch of content.
It's like the Standard. You seen them?
Wait,
the Standard?
No.
Oh.
Hey, I fly free, man. So let me know.
Okay.
Let me know,
bro. Fucking we gotta plan that shit.
Bro, that'd be cool.
But so you talked about mentioning doing a business. I know from what I've seen, you have done portraiture and you've done fitness photography, and I believe from what I've seen, like every Alpha Land picture I see come out of there has you tagged in it.
Bro, this man runs Alpha Land like he.
So has fitness photography been creatively your output? Like, or is that more of like a business approach with those photos?
It was mainly like for business. I was trying to get business there and whatnot.
Interesting.
But now I'm realizing like what I really like to do, because I keep going all over the place. Like he even knows, like I keep going back and forth through like different niches in photography and stuff like that. Okay. And I'm trying to stick to one, and right now I think that's fashion and like brands and just like lifestyle. Yeah.
So there's what I've noticed is there is a huge difference between, I believe, the fashion you're into and what you now shoot for, because they work together on a lot of projects now. Really great. Go check out his YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. All of that shit. It'll be all down in the description. So go check all that stuff
New
out.
Video coming soon, right?
New video coming soon.
You do.
Hopefully, depending on my work ethic tonight, hopefully either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Okay. It'll probably be out by the time this is here. So go check it out.
Yeah.
But there's a different type of fashion. There is like brand oriented fashion, which obviously is way better for content creation, because then you're able to advertise and do sponsorship and network.
Monetize.
Exactly. But do you think that your photography style revolves around brand fashion, or more of like an artistic, like avant-garde type?
I'm not even too sure, man. I just be doing shoots, like and I'm just like kind of going along with it right now and figuring it out, and just trying to specialize in one niche. Okay. Trying to stick to one niche.
Yeah. I think experimenting's like fun. Yeah. You said you started over the pandemic kind of. So
I've been experimenting.
Yeah, you're experimenting. Like I personally, I've been doing photography for 8 or 9 years now. I feel like I'm still, I don't ever want to be in one spot because I don't want to be bored. So like it's good to, focus on fashion.
Too.
But don't make that your like main thing. Like focus on it. Don't make it take over. Try new things. Try landscape. Try other shit.
No, it's good for like personal development, growing like that.
And then business wise,
photography area,
fashion is good too.
But for business, you kind of want to stick to one niche and get to be known like for doing this specific type of work.
So companies know what they're getting
exactly, because you can't be posting like random like product shots with
or like
just
a bird
fitness and then or like go all over the
dog.
place, and then real estate be all over the place,
confusing.
like,
Yeah,
Which is kind of brings me to my next or something I definitely wanted to touch on is y'all's approach to advertisers, because in this day and age in social media, like pretty much everything is run by big tech advertising companies. Pretty much undeniable, unless you're looking at just like fails or something, which even in that case is still actually run by advertising companies.
I believe it.
It could be everything from what's tagged in the description to the video itself to the ads before and after or on the side of the page per platform. So like how like you do your content, your fashion content, how much of a percent of that content do you think is paid for or a sponsorship or something of that nature?
Man,
because I think like what 65-70%, which is good.
I wish.
Yeah.
Nah, not even. I would say probably like a good 40%.
Which is
I'll say 40%.
still crazy.
I try my best. Not right now though, just because all everything that's been going on with like the past couple of weeks. But before now, I've been trying my best to like just ramp up the organic content. So then every time my audience watches a video, it doesn't feel like an ad.
Yeah,
there you
I don't
go.
want them to think, okay, Cameron made it now, and now he's just throwing ads at us all the time.
Yeah.
So I still try to keep the organic ahead of
Good.
the content. However,
it's important.
the bigger I get, the more freedom that these brands will give me.
Yeah.
When the brands give me more freedom, then I'll probably amp up the percentage to more like 70 to 80% of ads, because then they'll let me do whatever I want to do.
Exactly.
So that it doesn't feel like an ad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's smart.
Because right now, I guess, what you've done is, and here's where I kind of like look at it and it brings up a lot of questions, is maybe at first, like at what follower count or relevance do you think you started getting approached for advertisements? And do you think that has alluded to, because it is an advertisement and includes companies, which obviously promoted on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, do you think that alludes to you getting your content pushed out more because that's what the advertisers want?
Nah.
Okay.
From what I've seen, because from the jump, I was able to get some advertisers just because of the quality and the engagement I had.
Okay.
So it wasn't, for me, it wasn't the follower count. It was more of just the quality of work that I had. If I had, I'll say my follower count only counted towards the actual followers. Because usually when people find your page, if they see you with under 5,000 followers, they're going to be like, this guy's just doing it for fun. Versus if you see someone with 10K plus. No, I'm saying with other people when they're trying to find people.
Yeah.
Versus when you see someone with 10K plus, you just think in your head, oh, they're for real, you know? Well, why wasn't I for real at 2K?
Right.
You know? But brands, they saw the quality and that's what they went for.
Really? Okay.
So my first brand deal, I didn't reach out though until I was at 10K on TikTok.
Which
but
I think
at that time I was at 1,200 on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
I've noticed that too. Like sometimes when you reach out, sometimes like they have minimum requirements for followers and stuff.
Yeah.
But when they reach out, they don't. They value the content, which is good,
and the quality.
Interesting. I never really considered that, but I guess it is all. I feel like rather than follower, it's engagement based. Because you could have a bunch of followers who don't do shit versus like 100 people who will buy whatever you tell them to.
Exactly. Like last year, I got invited out to a Dick's Sporting Goods campaign.
Wow.
And I was the smallest creator there.
Really?
Like, I was with creators that had like 2 million followers. But I was out there because my engagement matched theirs.
Really?
And I had like a quarter of their following.
How do you, when it comes to studying analytics, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, what do you look at to measure your engagement, or even if you don't look at that, how do you like measure your engagement?
Man, really, it's just I'll check through like comments, or just link clicks, you know.
Okay, so like click through rates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like basically, if I post a video and it has 100 likes, but only like 2 people commented, then it's like, okay, so I'm not doing something to engage y'all enough to the content, you know. But if I have 100 likes with, let's say, like 15 to 20 comments, I would say that as a good engagement
for sure.
rate, because you're not gonna get 100%, and it's rare if you get 50%.
Do you value like saves a lot? Because for me, like when people save my stuff, I'm like, okay, that inspired them. But for fashion, like, do you get a lot of saves, or do you like look at that as people like fucking with your content?
Yeah, I get a lot of saves actually, and I think that's more of like my motivator. But I don't really look at that as engagement, which I should. But I kind of
it does boost.
I kind of discount myself. I discount myself there. I look more at like the shares. Because I want like girls to see it and send it to their boyfriends, or I want like guys to see it and like send it to their girls and be like, hey, what do you think about this?
True.
Or send it to other friends like, hey, you're going to an event, this will work for you, or like look at his content. But I look a lot at the comments though, just because that's what brands look at.
Yeah.
Right. Not a lot of brands come to me and is like, hey, send me your analytics first before we decide to work. You know.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, all right, you can do that, but I might be able to amp up the price on you if you actually decide to work with me, because that means you saw what you liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now your main content as of now is short form, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadly.
Okay. And why sadly?
Because I want the long form. Because if you have the long form audience, that means you're in there. You know, like that's your solid foundation.
Yeah.
Like people literally come to you for you. You know?
And not just like the what's being presented.
Fashion, what's trendy right now. You know.
And what's actually very interesting, what I found out recently, and this may, the world could blow up, like anything could happen. This isn't for sure, but from what I'm hearing is big tech advertisers, obviously they got into short form content. That's the reason it blew up, is because you're swiping, you see a bunch of ads. And now people are learning, obviously with the app, if you're scrolling through, you'll know it's an ad within the first 5 seconds and you'll swipe away. So it's not very suitable for advertisers. But what they do like now is long form content. Because like you said, it builds personality, it builds relevance, and people decide that they'll probably go and buy that product because you talked about it. And it's not just they're seeing an ad like a commercial, they're seeing it from somebody that they know and trust. Do you have any like ideas, let's say this comes true, to kind of maybe slowly change your content into a longer form? And if so, what would that even look like?
For me, no, I can't. Not for social media. My longer form content would have to be on YouTube, because the audience that I have on Instagram and TikTok, they only watch short form. They don't watch long form.
True, yeah.
It's like a bunch of high school and middle schoolers watching these videos in between classes or before the teacher talks or during lunchtime.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like that small window before and after school, But my diehards, like my true like audience, they go to like my long form content.
Yeah.
And watch it.
And you're up to like 2K, some guy on YouTube.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm trying to. I need that 100K. That's why
I know, goal, dude. Bro. It's tough, but I think you can get there, man. It's repetition.
Remember when we first met, I said my goal was 100K by the end of the year or something like that?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. I think I'll get there. It just takes that one video.
Dude, it really does. And that's been a lot of trouble for me, because I like posting shorts on YouTube because it does help with the algorithm. And I see some channels 3, 4, 5 million, and they have 0 videos. They're all shorts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, gosh, I gotta do that shit. But
I have my YouTube posting shorts like every day.
I check, yeah.
That's why I made those couple extra for you, the other day.
Those were clean.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dustin makes like a lot of, what is it now? Like, what content do you make for Cam, and how do y'all help each other out?
Mainly just his YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just it's not gonna stop until May 31st.
You scheduled it all the way till then?
May 31st.
Good shit, dude. Good shit. I love that you could do that on YouTube now. So do you think there is anything you do algorithmically, or like not algorithmically, like within the settings of like the YouTube shorts, that alludes to you getting more reach on those videos? Like,
actually, no. I need to look more into my shorts and actually learn the audience and what demographic it's attacking. But I haven't had the time to actually sit down and look at it. I just post. Okay. I just post because I know from TikTok, if I'm not gonna take the time to actually look and study, at the least the thing you can do is like just post. Post.
Yeah, most definitely.
Question: as someone who doesn't really look at analytics, when y'all do look at it, do you feel like you're gonna change the way you make content, or like the way you post? Like, what would you change depending on what your analytics are? Because I feel like I personally just wouldn't change anything, because I feel like I don't want to have to make something that I'm not like for like someone else.
Yeah.
When it's like whoever finds it and it's helpful to them finds it.
Yeah. So like what I've done is, and there's some things like I've looked at and I have done just because it's not worth my time. Like sometimes like for thumbnails on YouTube Shorts, like it picks for you. You could like do this math equation and figure out the split second and then have it flash on screen and then it chooses. But I'm not, let's be real, because it's only 5 to 7% of the click-throughs for your shorts that come through the actual feed. Usually it's just on the shorts feed and not the actual homepage. Yeah. So there's not a real point to do that. But what I have done is the reels that do better, or not reels technically, but YouTube Shorts, it's kind of what I study more because I can get a better like read on the analytics, is like the first like 0.5 seconds. So there was one video where I started with our crash, and the first 0.5 seconds was it coming in and then hitting us, and then the other one was it hitting us. And the one where it was like quickly hitting us and then within the next 0.5 seconds switch to us talking about it did better. Because I think it's like the type of like obviously who's gonna like not watch the video with that crash in it? Like it's actually pretty crazy. But I think that attention starting grabber. Off with an attention grabber thing, and like of course I knew that, but I really kind of, for me, like learning
how
like
fast.
Yeah, like I have to see it to really like make a change with it, because of course we've heard from day old, starting on short form or whatever, like, oh, you need to grab their attention the first whatever. Of course we knew that, but I think it helps me to actually see that.
Yeah.
And also starting with certain colors on the shorts. Like I've changed my text colors on the short form content from the podcast to yellow, because I think it's more attention grabbing, and then maybe I'll throw in a red within the first 0.5 seconds and maybe move it somewhere else on the screen. So then you've got their like eye attention too.
So it just helps you like make your content better, but you don't necessarily like change the type of stuff you do.
Yeah, I don't necessarily.
Just like tips and like ways to improve. Just getting people's attention.
And then it's like also like looking at the type of tags that I put in, and if I should copy those tags and then have them on like the same thing, and then.
Do tags work nowadays?
Like hashtags?
Yeah.
A lot of my new followers come from hashtags.
Oh,
what about on YouTube?
I don't know yet.
Okay, because on YouTube, what I found out, and they kind of hide it, and this is what I've been doing, and my videos do better when I do this, is I make these short form content, I send them to you on messages. I download them on my phone, go to the YouTube app, upload them privately to YouTube, go on my computer, go to the extra settings and implement tags. They aren't hashtags, they're tags, like on a normal YouTube video. And then I post it and make it public. And those seem to do better than me just doing the hashtags on the actual description itself, which is usually where
that
people
makes
put
sense.
Them. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So then I think it like, and also some more information. What I've also tried doing is when you export a video as an MP4 file or an MOV and you upload that, YouTube as a system reads what you've put as the file name, and that also categorizes it into a certain place on YouTube. Yeah. So it's also what you do on like your editor that like determines where your video gets put.
Yeah, the videos that I have on here that say what it is.
Yeah.
Versus like MP4 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like, they usually do better.
Yeah. That's what I found. That's really.
I'm the one learning. I'm
Right?
not the guest, but I'm learning.
Now, definitely say for like social media, like analytics go deep, more like beyond like the actual number spectrum. Like it's also like when do they stop watching videos? Then you go through your video. Oh, they stopped watching this because I stopped smiling, or the camera angle sucked, or something like that. You know, the frame cut. If you watch, like I try to cut my frames of like me in either different poses or outfits. So then you hurry up and get to the point, so then you don't get bored watching the video.
Yeah. Like what I like, you can also like slap together all of like what I plan to do with the long form videos is slap together all of like the charts and like collage them into one, and then see my overall like rise and dip when it comes to viewer retention, which I think is what you were talking about. And then figure out what I can implement within the video to like keep them there.
Exactly. Like I was just talking to that creator in New York, and I'm telling you, like he was telling me about his retention rate. They got it down to the T. They know how to keep someone's attention for 9 minutes.
which is crazy.
Like scientifically, analytically, it works.
You're gonna have to start filling me in on your videos and stuff, so I know when to cut.
I got you.
Because it's camera work too.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
yeah.
I got my notes ready. We're about to like start studying. It's like I'm gonna start like putting on the Zoom call. I'm like, all right, Dustin, look, this is the deal. This is what I learned. This is what we
Please
gotta
just
start.
make it a group Zoom call.
Once a week.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
let's
bro.
go over what happened to this video and like where did it lack. And
Give me the Zoom meeting link, please. I want this info.
I got you.
I'll provide you. I'll because then we can study long form content too.
Of course.
As opposed to.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to. Once this YouTube channel is up and running,
it's doing good though, man. Like
it's all right.
For compared to like, I think when it comes to your like subscriber / views to our subscribers / views, it's better, but that's also because people just subscribe.
Something like the ratio.
Yeah, because obviously our biggest video had nothing to do with
what you're talking about.
What we're talking about, for Christ's sakes, and that sucks.
I
but
understand.
if you stayed, and some people did, and they even said, "Hey, look, I came here for the." They said, "Hear me out. I came here for the crash, but I am staying because I like what you guys are talking about."
And we love you guys for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting.
It means a lot, and
thank you.
We are learning together.
Like the real ones.
You know, yeah.
The ones they're gonna stick.
And if you have any favorite Houston creators,
it better be us.
Right.
no. Let Nathan know so they can interview.
Yeah, dude, for real. Like, I've had some other people reach out to like want to be on.
When it comes to like the blow up moment, you're gonna get that a lot though. Because when I did TikTok, I had like 4 or 5 videos blow up.
Really?
For the reasons I didn't want to blow up. So it's just like you just gotta push through it, and then the blow up videos is what brings in the authentic people, because like how they said, hey, I came here for this, but I actually like what you were talking about, so now I'm following you.
Yeah, that's how I started too.
Really?
My first like 45K followers on TikTok were off of like random videos.
Really?
Yeah. And then I started blowing up for photography.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I had a video, and it was like my followers, they commented numbers and now create a fit instead of me showing you what real fits are, and like the fits would be like terrible. So like, I don't want to be known as the guy who's just putting on terrible fits for like the views. Like I want y'all to come to me for the inspo, for the cool outfits.
You should make a video to where it is like a really bad outfit, and then like make it like one of your normal ones, and people are like, and they're just like reposting that shit. It's like, look.
Hey, I did that during the December. I put like on a bad outfit, and then like had the audio overlay, and it was like some boy roasting me on audio. It was like,
oh really?
Nice.
I was like, I think I remember like seeing that one. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Some people they liked it.
They must have done good because it got around. Like I've seen it.
I try.
So when it came to, because you guys have been friends before you started working together, correct? Like y'all known each other.
False.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all started working together.
We're actually, he was my customer.
What? Wait, what do you mean customer? Where?
Wait. That's the fun way to put it. I feel like that's the fun way to put it.
Okay.
All right.
Would you say something different?
No.
You were my customer first.
Yeah. Bro, you didn't even want me as your customer. What are you talking about?
Bro, I had a mood that day. My social media wasn't doing good. I was upset,
like, man, I'm not getting a like.
I'm stuck in my 9 to 5. Like, can you blame me? Like,
man, my girl was pissing me off too.
No, I was doing a breakup at that point. I was going through a breakup at that point.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
But no, I worked at Nordstrom before I did this full time. And it was a super slow day.
Really?
Super slow day. And
it was like a Sunday.
Yeah, and I was upset. I was like moody. I was like, bro, I don't want to be here no more. I really want to go home, create some content, because I was really passionate, like trying to blow up, get more brand deals so I can quit. Dustin came in, and he was like, hey, I'm looking for da-da-da-da. I got a photo shoot today, and I want to wear it. And I was like, okay, you can go over there, you know?
Yeah.
So like Dustin said, like I did. I had to ask. I was just in a bad mood.
Literally, he was like, oh, yeah, you could go over there. What was it, Top Man?
Yeah, Top Man. It was at Top Man.
It's like right there on the wall. I was like, okay, could you go?
Yeah, he was like, can you show me?
Like, yeah.
So then I pulled myself out of the mood.
Yeah.
We talked. I told him how I did social media. He did photography. And I was just like, okay, yeah, we should shoot sometime. Yeah. But I just said that like just to say, you know, like that little awkward.
Yeah. I just got his Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, what was it, like 2 months later maybe?
Because he kept pushing for it though.
Really?
Like, let's shoot. And I was like, Yeah, I'm just busy.
I don't act like I was.
It wasn't like repetitive though. It was like probably within that.
I was playing it smart. I was like commenting and just like swiping up on your story.
Like it was nothing pushy.
Was good.
Yeah.
And then I went and made a little spec video with my girlfriend. Like a fashion video with her. And then once I was done with that, I was like, all right, let me send this to Cam, see what he thinks. So I sent it to him. I was like, if you ever want a YouTube video like this or something, like hit me up, let me know.
Yeah. And then we got to talking. I was like, you can do a lookbook like Alex Costa? And he was like, yeah, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was just like, all right, let's see what this guy's talking about.
Okay.
But like, can you blame me though? At the time, though, you had like vintage shots on your Instagram. Remember?
Oh my
Those
god,
like
the old Instagram filter type.
No, you had a lot.
No,
like the warm weather. Those were like vintage.
It was a lot warm.
like blue and teal,
a lot warm.
teal and
And
orange.
it looked vintage though because of the warm. So he had a lot of shots like that on the page, and that wasn't.
It wasn't the style
for.
you. Okay.
Yours was just like kind of basic, like
it was like real minimal, like just clean cut. So I was just like, can he do that though?
Yeah, and
but
make
then
it like...
we did the video, and I was like, oh, he can.
Nice.
Then after that, I was been hooked. I'm like, Dustin, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then I would say our friendship grew more when we went to the Colorado trip.
Oh yeah.
Because at first it was just business.
Yeah.
I just hit him up, or he'll hit me up with an idea.
Yeah. True.
But then we did the Colorado trip. I hit him out of nowhere. I called him. I was like, hey, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah.
It was literally 2 days before.
It's like a Monday night or something.
Bro, it was Monday night.
Yeah. And this dude calls me and he's like, hey, what's your schedule like this week or whatever?
Bro, yeah. I remember. I had the clip on here, bro.
Oh,
I just saw it. It's still
really?
on here.
Oh, really?
The first clip?
The clip of because I recorded me calling him. And I was like, bro, like we want to go to Colorado. We want to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
There's no work. You don't gotta take photos of me. If you do, you don't have to give them to me. It's all for you. But we're doing this as a creative outlet because you can feel trapped in Houston.
Yo, for real.
So
dude.
he was like, bro, I'm down. And then
I'll say when y'all went.
Yeah, I'll say our friendship like grew after that.
Nice.
Like it became more than just business.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is what you need. That's what you need, especially when working together. Like it's
you
a
actually
whole...
have to like and connect with the person that you're working with.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to notice that. Like I can't work with just anybody sometimes.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And some people are like fucking. Some people are
I have
hard.
some brands. I'm not gonna say their names, but they don't give me the creative outlet. They're picky about everything. Yeah. And they're not personable.
And that makes you more like, oh, do I have to make it exactly like this? And it's not your vision, and then you feel scared,
so
and then
like,
it
what
like,
are you coming to me for? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like that makes me feel like replaceable when, yes, they can get another creator, but they're not gonna make the same type of content.
Yeah, like use me for what I'm like personalized for.
No, I've seen it. Like, not to throw any shots though, but like I had some brands where like they didn't want to. I guess they didn't like the process of working with me, but they tried to like look for somebody else to try to like replace the vibe I gave, and their video didn't do as well as mine.
That's ugly. I don't like
That's
that.
what they get.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what they get.
Like
So what is
y'all's problem now?
Right?
what is the process? Because I know y'all are working together. Yeah, like you make videos. What does it look like behind the scenes? Is there contracts involved? Like, is there like what is all that stuff about? Like, is there any of that? Do you just like send them videos, or you go make them? Do you schedule it like once a week? Like, how does that even look?
I want to see from your perspective. I want you to talk on it.
Okay, so
He's a boss of me, man. And it's
what you mean, bro? Literally, all I did was
I want to see your point of view. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dustin.
Like from when we worked together.
So, hold on. Could you repeat the question just to make sure?
So, like, is there contracts involved? How did that come to be?
Okay.
Like, was it easy to agree with? Does it fit both of y'all's schedules?
Yeah.
And like,
And then how is it like when we actually shoot together?
yeah, when you meet
Okay.
up, like,
Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, I used to like send them a contract like for every lookbook video that we did because we weren't working together as much as we are now.
yeah,
So then I came up with the idea to create a 3-month contract.
okay,
So that I wouldn't
Nice.
have to send them one like every single week or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, make a 3-month contract. So he agrees to pay me a certain amount like every 2 weeks,
yeah,
and then just shoot once a week. That's basically how we do things.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
shoot like
now-
once a week for like 2-3 hours.
It's a lot easier
really,
Yeah.
versus the hey, what are you doing this week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
Sending out the contract, get the contract out in time, get the deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way more convenient.
Yeah.
Now.
I think now like there's that foundation and there's that trust. Like now we could just
you meet up, you
until
get what you want
leaves.
done.
Yeah. Oh, when I leave out of state?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can easily just come with me. Like there's
sure.
work out there. There's fashion out there.
Wait, where were you trying to go?
It's either Atlanta or LA, but we're leaning towards Atlanta now.
Atlanta.
And then
Georgia.
I'm gonna get an actual office out there.
Oh.
So then you'll have like a workspace if you
Bro,
need
remember
one.
that idea you had a long time ago about splitting a
office.
studio or
Yeah.
office? Yeah, shit. Because I'm
That's
still up
insane.
for that.
Because we can do that. So then it could be like Inventive Productions and a Cam Stylez studio.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're already like at 22 getting all of this like fast tracked, to me it sounds like you know exactly where to plug your energy into.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna work this hard with this, which will feed into this. How do you even get to that point? And do you like it to be a sped up process, or have you done anything to like just knock all the bullshit out of the way and just get straight to the good shit?
I'm sorry. Can you like elaborate?
Yeah, that was all over the place.
No, like that was a good question, but I feel like I could answer that in a broader sense.
Yeah.
But I think you want more of like a dissected answer.
Yeah, so like for how long it took you to build this like forever growing empire, how have you like fast tracked it considering it's only been like a few years? Like is it just nonstop work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like continuous fails also. Like,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
like, do
yeah.
shit and then get over with and on to the next.
Yeah, I worked my ass off. Like you can still go down to my TikTok like to the very beginning. Excuse me, and you can see like I'll post 3 times a day every day.
Yeah.
I would go on live. I'll say once or twice a week while I was doing my homework and studying for college.
Nice.
I would post 3 to 4 times a week on Instagram, and then mind you, like I'm a college athlete.
Yeah.
I got practice every day,
Mhm.
two times a day. So I'm like sleep depriving myself. I'm
Yeah.
getting like myself 3 to 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Waking up super early to edit, and then late at night I'll stay up just filming.
Wow.
So it was a long, strenuous process.
Yeah.
And you know, like Dustin said, you got a bunch of fails. I did a bunch of different types of videos just to see which one would stick. You know,
Nice.
Of course, all the ones I like how you touched on that, like changing yourself for people. I'll make sure they were all different types of videos that I personally liked.
Yeah.
And if one of them stuck, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Do more of that.
Yeah. So I was really picky about that.
Nice.
Because I've seen creators change themselves for their audience, and then and in the long run, like, yeah, you got the money, but you're not
Yeah.
happy.
But are you happy? Yeah.
with
It's
what you're
a
doing.
learning process.
And you need to
yeah.
be passionate because you're gonna end up like not wanting to do it anymore.
But yeah, it was just a bunch of work, a bunch of hours put in, and
Yeah.
then now that I'm at where I am, I know how to like fine tune it
Yeah.
to continue the momentum.
So, like, put me a year ago. Right now, I can visualize myself and with not as much stress or like scaredness, put myself in that situation of working so much for this. Like the podcast, like I work so much on this, like hours every single day, making the short form content, long form, then studying what I've done, and then we'd schedule and then make shit better and write questions. Like, a year ago, I could not have thought that I could do that. It took me to literally like one day I went, okay, boom, I'm changed. I'm going to have to do this because anything else would be the absolute worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Is there a time for you when you were like, I'm going to change a lot of things in my life to be able to give myself that boost of whatever I need to get to that spot you are now?
Of course. That was, cause like I said, I started in a pandemic,
Yeah.
but it wasn't consistent. It was just for fun.
Yeah.
And I'll get like 20 likes here, you know, here and there,
Yeah.
maybe 100, 200 if I got lucky. But I think it took, I'm trying to, cause I know I could, if I think hard enough, I can remember like the exact moment, but I just know it was probably around like September.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I got home from track practice. I was just beat, and I was just like, bro, I've been doing this for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
Cause I've been running since I was 9.
Yeah.
And I was
Wow.
My mom wanted me to be in the Olympics, so like
Nice.
she worked me, and I was like on a diet
The Olympics.
every year.
I haven't heard of like a parent that once the I've heard of like doing great in college athlete and you can go into the professional, but Olympics, that's a whole different thing.
I
that's
remember
huge.
like the starting plan was, all right, Cam, you're gonna do track at 9. You're gonna run really good, get a full ride scholarship in college. Get a good job off of that with no college debt.
Wow.
Boom. Then 7th grade hit. Right, 7th grade, my body is like starting to grow. So now everything that I've actually learned as a kid, my body knows how to amplify it. So when I got into 7th grade in my very first track meet, I beat everybody by like 200 meters and a 400. So I'm basically like as soon as the gun goes, I'm like already on the other side of the track.
That's insane, dude.
And so like it was literally crazy. Like
you were good.
Think of any image of a kid dusting people.
Yeah.
And then like over dramatic, like make it over dramatic.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looked
insane.
like. So I came home from that track meet and my mom was like, "You're going to the Olympics.
Wow.
This is the plan. You're gonna da-da-da-da-da," and like she like mapped out my like whole middle school, high school life. The
fact that you were so good at that. And then you decided, I mean, obviously now this is your thing, like really tells me that, okay, this is your passion. Like you were good at that, but this is like really what you'll put that work and effort into. Do you, what was I going to ask with that one?
Wait, I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, so how did you get into fashion?
So
since you were like an athlete, how did that, like, what was that transition?
That's a good question. My father, he was dripped out all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't live with him. My parents were split. But when I would go to his house, I would see like he always matched. He always looked good, And I was just like, at that age, you're like, I want to be like you,
Yeah.
I want to implement that. So then growing up, I would try to like find my own style. I'll try to look cool, whatever that meant to me in the moment.
Yeah.
But I never knew exactly how, because I also have a mom that I'll dress you. I'll worry about you, like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Then it kind of paused when I got into middle school, because I had a dress code in middle school. I had to wear khakis and just the school t-shirts. Yeah, and then I didn't go nowhere during middle school neither. So my mom never took me to buy clothes outside of that. The only clothes I had outside of that were my practice clothes. So then when I got to high school and I could dress again and express myself, my mom was like, all right, well, we're going to take you shopping. And I loved the process, and I just kept doing that. Even though my outfits sucked freshman year. They were so bad.
See,
but
I for some reason, I hate shopping, bro.
See, I love it. So then
That's cool, though.
it grew from there,
can't stand it.
and I saw motivational people, and I was just like, I just want to, I don't want to be too crazy, but I just want to be able to present myself and look clean and implement that same feeling that younger Cam had when he saw his dad.
That's awesome.
So I want younger kids to see me and be like, okay, cool. This is a cool black kid, and he's not even sagging or having crazy chains on just to look cool. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And is that why you got a job at Nordstrom?
Yeah.
For the clothes?
Yeah. I thought it was easy, like I could meet people that were interested in fashion, so I can be like, oh, you also follow my Instagram,
Very good.
And then I also thought like being able to style other people would be able to give me that knowledge on how to style other men that reach out to me through my DMs. So I was like, okay, bet this is going to teach me, it's going to keep me in the know of what's trending. And I'm also in college, so I can see what kids are actually wearing in class. So it's like this.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, the origin stories today are
It was real
insane.
smart. Yeah, it was real calculated.
That is very calculated. I can tell. I did the same thing with real estate photography.
Yeah.
I'd work normal jobs, and I'm like, okay, well, this one can put me in a place to where I'm learning like what I can reinvest into what I'm doing.
Exactly.
So yeah, really good shit, man. Jesus.
And since you since menswear, I feel like is very specific. Like we had a guest a couple episodes ago, Ali, who does thrifting fashion and like secondhand and vintage. Yeah. Is that something that you'd ever like consider looking into? Because I know it's a different style. I feel like menswear can be very like minimal, very specific, like not a lot of bright colors. So yeah, is that something you'd ever look into, or are you like, is this your passion? Because there's many different sides of like men's fashion.
I definitely say I did when I first started TikTok. I was just talking to my girlfriend about this the other day, how I need to do more of what I used to do. Yeah. But I would go to thrift shops. Yeah. I'll go to thrift shops and I would show men like, look, you don't need all the money in the world to look
Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
We can go to thrift shops with $10 and we can build 4 outfits off of that.
Yeah.
You know, and I would do a lot of videos like that. I would do Walmart challenges and stuff like that, you know?
Insane.
I have one video on YouTube and it sucks. You and Dustin, prepare yourself because we're going to remake it. I don't know when.
Oh.
We're going to remake it. I don't know when, but it's I'm not going to lie to you. It sucks. But you can go to my YouTube channel and I got a YouTube video.
No, it's not our video.
Oh.
No. It's just his video.
Oh.
But you got to record it and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate the process.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
just. No, it's a video that he did.
Yeah, I did it on my
own. Okay.
We're gonna remake it.
No.
I did a video and it sucked. But even the process of creating it sucked.
Oh,
but
man.
I'm telling you, we're gonna remake it.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'm just letting you right
Those
now,
are pretty
it's a
bad.
headache.
Get ready.
Oh yeah.
It's a headache. It might have to be like it's the type of video where like this might have to be outside of our contract, so you can pay me accurately.
Oh.
I mean, so I can charge you. Yeah, so you can charge me
So
accurately.
you can pay me accurately.
So I can pay you accurately because it's
really?
a headache.
That's
It's
good.
it's a video.
Yeah.
I think I bought like 10 pieces from H&M and I made 42 to 50 outfits.
Oh my god, that's gonna be the longest thing ever.
You wanna know
That's
what
some
sucks?
long form content right there.
You want to know what sucked?
Huh.
I filmed it
No.
and I was getting edited on the plane, right?
And the plane crashed.
No.
Lost all the footage in the big old wreck.
I wiped the card
Oh.
before the plane, but I thought I uploaded it already on the hard drive.
Oh no, dude.
So I get on the plane, like, oh yeah, I'm about to be on this plane for like 12 hours. I'm about to edit this, and it's gonna be easy.
Worst plane ride ever.
I get on the plane ride, wiped.
That
So
is the
when I flew back, and I already returned all the clothes too, cause I need that money, you know. So I returned all the clothes. So when I came back,
Oh my god.
I had to redo it all, and cause I was at a posting schedule at that time, like, cause I was trying to push you to. I came back and I had to do it all and shoot and edit within 2 days to upload it to stay on top of my schedule that I created at the time.
Yeah.
So I stayed up to like 3 a.m. recording. I started at like 3 or 4 p.m.
Damn.
But yeah, to like answer your question though, I want to tap more into thrifting again and then Walmart again because there's different styles and sides to it. But what I do now, you can still implement that through thrifting and shopping at like secondhand clothing and stuff.
Right.
Wow. Because I know that I mean, you go and I guess you return the clothes you do for the bigger brands. Like most.
So in college, because like I said, like I got no money. I don't got no job.
Yeah.
So I would tell my parents, hey, I need to restock on groceries. Can you send me some grocery money?
Yeah.
They'll send me they'll send me 100, you know?
Yeah.
My mom will send me 100.
Yeah.
Now I'll text my grandma, hey, I need some grocery money too.
Oh my god.
But I really don't want to ask my mom.
Yeah.
So she'll send me another 100, so now I got $200. I'll go to these stores, buy these clothes. I won't take the tags off though. I'll make the amount of videos I need for that week or the 2 weeks. Return everything, then get my groceries.
Wow.
You
Yeah. Very good. Like do that, I guess, right?
Yeah. So that's why I had to return them.
Yeah.
Now what I do is, if I'll get free clothes or if I buy my own clothes, I'll use it for whatever I need it for, and then I'll give them to like my friends. I'll find somebody that I know that needs clothes. So whenever y'all leave, I got that big pile right there.
I see that.
That's what that pile is for. That's what that pile is for. Dustin was supposed to look through it.
I
last
did
time.
look through it.
Oh, you did? Through all of it?
Not all of it, but most of it.
Well, if y'all care to look through it, y'all can take some stuff y'all like.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
that pile right there. You just can't take the hangers because I need the hangers.
That makes sense. I'm curious as to, because of course, now we know why you got started with content and how that all looked, but is there, like, from watching content as a kid, is there any, like, bigger YouTubers you looked up to, or the aspects about what I'm interested as well in is, like, the aspect of being a bigger creator and what that brings with it? Did that intrigue you at all as well? Because, like, obviously we grew up and, like, phase was, like, a big thing, and, like, all that, the way they lived and all that. Did that ever, like, intrigue you to just, like, want to get that and go faster and work harder?
Yeah, so I always knew growing up, like how Dustin said whenever he was like, I always picked up like a camera and like I just shot.
Yeah.
That I could resonate with that because when I grew up, I would watch YouTubers and like Fred. I think we all remember Fred.
Love Fred, bro.
There's this creator this was whenever vlogging was still like new.
Yeah.
So there's this creator called Swoozy. I don't know if y'all ever heard of
Yeah.
Swoozy.
Yeah.
Swoozy was a big part of my YouTube journey, and like just seeing like how people were able to incorporate their regular lifestyles or just build a life off of YouTube and like build a little community. I think my main thing was just having the community, because I always felt alone. Yeah. So I was just like, if I can build my own community on social media, I won't ever be alone, you know?
Yeah, dude, it's nice because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you're building on social media and you're never going to meet these people and it's just fake people. It's like, nah, dude, like I met all these people off of literally media and doing media.
Exactly. And I would definitely say when I found Teaching Men's Fashion, Alex Costa, Aaron Marino, then I was like, okay, so you can make a living off of fashion content. Yeah. But at that time, I was still insecure about my own, like, personal identity, so I didn't really jump at it yet, and then the pandemic kind of forced me to jump at it.
So the whole personal identity thing is interesting to me, because for a while, like, and I still do, like, I watch my own stuff and I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid, like I look like an idiot, this is terrible, I can't believe I'm doing this, how do people view me? But at the same time, you know, I sober up and I think, okay, well, like, these are two different sides of me that I'm comfortable with both of them. One, I can portray into this realm, like to you guys, like I'm very fucking like, oh, I'm out here, we're doing all this, you know, stuff, and I love it. It's so much fun. But then, like, if I were to show that part of me to like some, you know, guys back home, like I just would be like, oh yeah, like it's, you know, whatever. But you know, but like it's also to me like not getting tripped up in that, you know, because like I think it's worth something. Even though what you do. Exactly. Yeah, you got to own it, dude. You got to own it completely. Like, have you had any struggles with that, like, at all, or, you know, like maybe coming to your, like, building an
I want to hear Dustin speak on this, because I feel like Dustin did like a complete 180.
You did, bro. Now you're lifting, man, and you're like,
I'll say content. I would say more of like just like how you present yourself, because I remember like because, like, the stories you told me, you know, like, before you started doing photography, you're, like, a different type of person, you know, different type of crowd. Yeah. Then... Really? And then whenever you started pursuing it, and then we met, and then you started thinking more business-wise.
I felt more... Oh, shit. I forgot to bring this up here. But it felt more meaningful, that's why. Like, whenever I started photography and shit, like, it felt like... I don't need anyone... I don't need... approval to do like this shit or anything like that, because before it was like always just like you said, doing shit with friends that I didn't like. I would just do shit because they did shit, you know?
Like you were having fun, but it's just like
if I could, I would do something else. Not me at the same time, it wasn't fully me.
I understand.
So whenever I started doing photography, I started getting a lot more confident in myself and who I was.
Like before, like when I started like making videos, which was I had no friends because I was obviously like 2 or 3, but like you know, like I don't have all those friends. Mom set up play dates. She'd set up play dates, and I'd have these kids come over and I'd film videos with them. Like we wouldn't hang out. I'm like, we're filming a video today. Like come on over. Like but yeah, no one around me did it. No one around me like made any content or like was really like, oh, I want to do this. Like I want to make it my thing. I want to go full force. Like no one was about that. So I like literally, that's why I started coming to Houston though. 'Cause like boom, like then I meet people who actually like vibe with that, you know, like, 'cause it is kind of like a lifestyle. You do have to change a lot of like your work ethic and your kind of like a part of your persona and like,
that's why I'm still friends with Project and CJ, even though they're idiots.
but he still loves y'all. He still loves y'all.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like, but yeah, no, they still stayed. Yeah. I don't see anybody else that still stayed.
I understand.
So like,
I have like that's pretty cool that y'all could say like y'all have always been like confident with y'all and the path that y'all went down. For me, it was like I was known as the track guy in high school. Like I was Cam the track star, you know? It wasn't
so it's hard to switch up.
It wasn't Cameron the fashionista, or it wasn't Cameron the content creator, because I was a real dude, like
it was
closed
still,
off dude.
Bro,
I was still reserved, you know? But my close friends, like my close friends, like MJ, Ty, Zion, they knew Cameron likes to shop. and Cameron likes the influence.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody who knew me as Cam the track guy, when I came out during the pandemic, like, this is what I want to do, you know, people were honestly super shocked. Like,
really,
people from high school and even people on my team. And they were just like, is this what you're doing now? And I was like, well, I've actually been wanting to do this. I just been kind of shy, you know, but people were like, no, like, I like this.
Really good.
Keep going.
I feel like we talk about this every episode, how like high school just like makes people want to wait until you're graduated to like do what you actually want to do.
Yeah.
Cause like it's just I feel like teenagers just care too much about what people think about them. So it's like being cringy online and all that.
Exactly.
But it's really not like I'm glad that we're progressing to the point where like teenagers are on YouTube in high school and it's like cool
and
versus
they want to
like
do what they want to do.
Yeah, like now it's like, oh, you got clout versus like what the fuck are you doing?
So that encourages the other people that are shy to do it. They're like, oh no, okay, so if I actually pursue my passion, I'm gonna get clout. You know?
What's interesting to me is like now I have, you know, some friends throughout high school who were, you know, not the type of people to even like consider doing content. Like they saw me doing it, they didn't think it was cool. You know, I wasn't getting views, I wasn't doing ever, but I was doing it. I was continuously failing throughout high school with nothing to prove by the end of it.
Right.
But
at least you did it.
Exactly.
Right?
I felt
I didn't.
I didn't do nothing.
That's why I picked up the camera like only a little bit throughout high school and shit, is because I was like, it feels weird.
But I'm so grateful that I like put myself through it and just kept trying, because not only did I fail a bunch and then build knowledge off of it, but I got out of school then with more of a plan of what I wanted to do versus these people who are now getting into content and then they're having to go through that failure phase during a time to where it's like scarier because we're in fucking real life now. Like you got so many responsibilities and shit versus you're in high school testing out all these different stuff. Like,
and I think it's also like not a lot of people can handle like the stress and pressure of like trying to get up after a failure. You know? I worked so hard on this video and it only got 1 like, you know. But you sometimes that's how the algorithm works. You just gotta get up and keep posting.
And you'll learn from that. Why did it get 1 view? Exactly. You know, you gotta ask questions.
But
and
some people they can't handle that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which sucks.
There's so many different stages, like being a creator, like failing, hate comments, like just dealing with all that like mental stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's okay if you didn't go through that through high school because you'll learn it eventually. But I find it so interesting how it's like people don't really talk about like the stages it gets to, so where you're comfortable and like putting out content every week. Like I feel like that's not like you don't just do that off the start, you know what I mean?
And how did y'all handle like dealing with like social standards, you know, like people watching you pursue certain things and then now you're just like, damn, now I can't stop because they
exactly.
How y'all handle that?
Not good at like literally everything I've done up until this podcast, not good at all. I have viewed that so bad. Even some of my pictures sometimes, like, because it's like, and it's weird because I don't really know what it is because I know they're not. And if they are, then I know obviously like, okay, well, I shouldn't care about that and it doesn't matter. So, but for some reason, I think that's what a lot of creators feel is we still feel that. For some reason. But also I think it's something to be thankful about because it does let us reflect on our content with the utmost negative view. Therefore giving us something to like combat against. So like we got that part covered. We already know what they're thinking if they even exist.
Wait, what are we talking? Who?
Like the haters,
like the
haters.
The old crowd used to be with, or like people that knew that knew a certain image of you that wasn't really you. But they watch you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think one thing that I from the beginning I just like had in my head the whole time. If it's not like criticism or like hate from someone that you look up to, then it shouldn't really like affect you because it's like a stranger's opinion isn't gonna like help you in any way. But if it's someone I look up to, like you're a photographer, if you say something about my work, that's gonna stick with me more because you get it. You know what I mean? I had a, and here's one thing. It's not even my story. It's my friend's, but I think he'll like that I'm saying it because I took a lot from it, even though it wasn't my experience. He was meeting up with a photographer, big name that he had been looking up to for a while, and because he wanted him to like help on a shoot or get some BTS or something like that. And he went and he like shot with him,
and then he shows the bigger photographer's photos, and he's like, "These are shit. Like, you should stop. Like, just stop. Like, creating like the, like, find something else. This just isn't your thing."
No.
But I told, and so he had called me.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, dude, like, this is as much as like that sucks. Like, I get it. Like, in the situation, that is some very valuable energy that he had received to build that fire inside him to just make him want to go crazy.
No, for real.
And work to the best of his
no
ability.
Way
And like,
people are like that though.
Right?
Whoever
that guy was.
I met some people
Yeah.
when I first started social media content. They were doing the exact same thing as me, but they would say like how they're like, yeah, man, but like this is really hard. Like this is this.
Almost trying to discourage you.
Yeah,
I know some people
they think of you as competition.
Some people that don't work as hard as and I start to measure things now by like, how can I work harder than everybody versus like, how many followers do they have? What are they putting out? Like, I now view it as hard work.
I compete through engagement now.
Yes.
Like, cause I'm watching, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, you're growing followers, but your comment section staying the same. Your likes,
which is
no one's
important.
Interacting.
Yeah.
So, are you buying those or what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, oh, let's talk. Oh my God, this is gonna be good clipped. How about the fucking Instagram verification that everybody's getting?
Bro, that shit just popped up on my Instagram too. It's
I
like,
know.
Hey, sign up for this shit. I'm like,
now,
what are y'all's thoughts on this? I want to hear.
Yeah, because I know someone here has it.
huh?
Me.
Yeah, but here's the
Andrew,
thing.
yes.
He's verified, but with like 58,000 followers. So that's authentic. Like you
See, okay.
I feel like you need it. And
I want to hear y'all's perspectives first, and then I'll go into mine.
Okay, so here's my perspective. I had requested for the verification, and then halfway through I canceled it because number one, I'm like, I don't want to like come off as like I'm just trying to get there so fast. Like I want to put in the work and get it authentically. Like if I can't get it now, I don't deserve it. Is my opinion. At least for like 2,000 followers that I have. If I had like 16 to 20K, I would probably consider it. Because it does kind of just go with your follower count. Like I get it. But I'd say like anything under 5K, like we know you fucking are paying for that shit, like whatever. So I'm like, no, I want to wait. And I still want to be a part of the crowd that hasn't made it yet because it'll make me like go harder, you know, because I feel like it's just buying that relevant, like that, you know, verification. I'm like, okay, well, no, I'd rather like, I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Just wait till you get it.
Yeah. If people fuck with me, they'll fuck with me.
What do y'all
I thought we were going like this.
Okay.
Well, I don't really have like an opinion on it, like other than like kind of what you said.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like you work for it if you want it, but I don't really care about it. That's something
because here's the thing, it helps. I'm not gonna lie, it does help. But like
I haven't looked into it. I don't have enough information.
I feel like it helps for two reasons, and one reason is a guess, but I think that I'll probably be correct given time. The first reason is it works is obviously businesses know it's you, obviously. But that second reason is I feel like because whoever is paying $15 a month to Instagram, they're going to probably boost their account. And not because they're paying $15, but because they're verified. So we know they're promoting authentic people rather than bots. Or rather than brands, because now we're seeing that switch from brand accounts to personalization, because personalization is becoming the new advertising agent versus brands.
In Australia, they like do that.
Really?
They boost verification.
Yeah.
Verified accounts.
Yeah. So I think, and that's the only reason that I'd considered maybe doing it. And let's say it actually does, then yeah, I'll pay $15 to boost the account because it sucks. I don't want to get left behind, but we've gotten to that point. To where sometimes, you know, and I guess it's the same thing with promotions on Instagram. You're paying money to get more reach, but I feel like this is a way to do it. But they have you on a subscription base rather than trying out their promotion system and it not working, or you not getting that consistent engagement. I feel that this is just a different way that their company has implemented a way to do this and get people subscribed.
I think my take on this is I feel with verification, I tried out the Twitter verification when you could like buy it. that shit helps.
Oh my god.
In terms of like messaging people.
Yeah.
When I started like messaging people, I get a lot of like no responses because like follower count and everything like that. But having a verification helps you like
network.
Helps people see your messages or your comments or your live stream comments. Yeah. And for me as a photographer, I need that because there's like how else am I gonna reach out to certain people if I don't know like someone's publicist or manager or stuff like that. Yeah. So that's how it helps me. And also I just think like, yeah, as like a business standpoint, it's helpful. I've also been on Instagram for like fucking 10 years. Really? And I have applied a couple times. I have like the articles and stuff like that. And they just don't fucking do it. So, bitch, I'm gonna buy it. Like, I'm sorry. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like I do see it, like when some people have it and they're not like a business. I feel like it comes off as tacky. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe I don't want it anymore. But then at the same time, I'm thinking about my business, you know? Yeah. If I'm not really thinking about how it looks. Mm-hmm. More so like how can I use this to like how does that change better my career? Like on TikTok it helps with like commenting, being verified on there. So it's just like it's like a social media thing. If someone has a verification, I don't look at them as more or less than. That's just like you're like a business, like you're in the same industry as me and I respect that, you know?
Yeah, you're official.
I think if I ever get it, praise God, it is for strictly the number value. It is not because I want to come off as some like, oh, look at me, like I'm verified, you know, like obviously. But people in our space, I feel like get that. People who are just on Instagram don't get that and they view it that way. But we just gotta not care. Yeah. Because if it does help your account, then I would suggest doing it, right? And my question is, why is it blue? You know, because let's think about this for a minute here. I think there's more science to that than meets the eye.
So I was talking to my manager about this while we were in New York, and he was telling me how this social media guy was talking about how Instagram might be implementing a new verification strategy to where if you're an influencer or a creator or a business that hasn't gotten verified because their verified processes was terrible. He says that if you want to pay for it, it'll be blue. But if Instagram wants to verify you without you paying for it, the check mark would be like yellow or gold. I don't know if y'all seen that on some brands.
I've seen it on Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think I've seen like 1 or 2 on Instagram.
Interesting.
And it's like a gold check mark. And then they're saying how maybe you should do public faces gold. People who want to pay for the verification because like it's gonna protect your account blue. Yeah. And then businesses making it white or green. So I wouldn't be surprised because we saw it with Twitter, where there's a blue check mark and there's that golden check mark. I wouldn't be surprised if Instagram would follow that because now
they copy everything.
Because think about it, there's already big influencers being notified like, hey, you're gonna have to start paying for your blue check mark. Yeah. Some of them influencers that are already like they earned it the hard way.
Yeah, they're like, nah,
I'm not gonna pay for this. Yeah. So then what's gonna happen? They're gonna get no check. So then what's gonna happen from Instagram now? All the little people are gonna see, hey, they don't even have a blue check mark no more. Like, is this not cool no more? Mm-hmm. So Instagram's gonna have to like combat it in a way. They gotta combat it in a way and do the golden thing that Twitter's doing. So then it influences people. Okay, now I'm getting the blue check mark to protect myself, but I'm gonna still keep posting as hard as I am, so I can still work for that golden check mark, so I don't have to pay for it.
Interesting. I wonder,
that could be their business model.
Do you think the different colors can make the feed look weird? Because like I get blue, and the reason I also asked that is because in the Daily Dose of Internet video, he posted the thumbnail that we were in, and he changed my shirt color to blue because it caught the eye better. Do you think that looking through our messages, we see that blue thing and we're immediately like, boom,
yeah,
click.
It grabs you. Yeah. Because now I even see it like while I'm going through my notifications. Yeah. Right. I get so many notifications, it's hard to grab my attention. Yeah. But now that people, small accounts, but they buy the verification and they like comment or they say something, I find that a lot faster than a regular fan that's commenting and asking me questions.
Yeah, so someone had like they put like a job like looking for so and so, and I reply to their story and they like liked it right away.
Interesting.
So it like it helps. I'm glad it's in the early stages though.
Yeah.
In case they do change stuff up. Like I'm going to New York at the end of the month. I've been DMing people like
Wow.
a lot just so hopefully they can see the message.
I'm gonna try that though, because I think I'm curious if that would help me when it comes to reaching out.
I think
to
it would,
brands.
and you have the followers to make it not look like. If I tried it, or we should maybe try.
Sorry.
Since they're doing it, we should maybe.
like tagging brands and stuff.
Because like what I do right
Like,
now,
get
when it
verified.
comes to my networking, I go like the old school route. Like I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I'm on Google researching who's in what job
Nice.
position, and like finding out their personal Instagram accounts or emails, and I tag them through like the back way. But
Wow.
I wonder if that blue check mark would make it a lot easier to be found.
Yeah.
Versus
I
doing
bet
all
it
that
would.
back end work.
I mean, I wish. Like, do you hate as a creator though? Like, I felt like it was fun to try and get to a point to where you could get the blue check mark authentically, and now people can buy it, and it's not really, I don't have any animosity towards someone who does buy it, but it's kind of like, why sell out Instagram? Why do this? I know you want to make money.
I think they're
but
making
like,
their money back from the bonuses program.
bonuses program.
I don't know
They
if y'all
canceled.
noticed. I don't know if you know they didn't make no money off of the bonuses program.
What was that?
And they canceled
So,
it. That's
it
like the
was-
creator fund.
Yeah, it was an incentive to encourage creators to post more video content on Instagram when they first came out the reels. But they did that hoping that more brands would start paying Instagram or these creators to
Over TikTok.
to use their reels instead of TikTok. But they didn't make
Interesting.
no money. They say they put in like $3 to $5 million into this program, and they didn't make it back.
And they're down because they were paying like more than TikTok. I feel like
Yeah.
TikTok from
Yeah.
the start they knew like don't just waste like all their money, but
Well,
Yeah.
YouTube's doing that too
Instagram,
now.
yeah, but YouTube's been around though. Like they have money. I feel like.
They
They've
can
been
afford
pushing
it,
money now.
which is
Yeah.
why I think there's a good point. We're
like video.
starting to get into YouTube here because we've seen it go with short form content, but now we're starting to realize that we need to follow advertising ability, and now it's going back into
It's
YouTube.
coming back up. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
YouTube's come. They're
And I've always loved it the most. Let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
YouTube's always been my shit.
it's like
Yeah.
it really replaced like TV for a
it
lot of young
did.
people.
Everyone
It's
loves
been the
YouTube
only thing to
more.
replace like actual TV.
Yeah.
That's why if you can get your YouTube up, you're
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
That's your foundation.
Mhm.
Everything else is gonna overflow into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
But I
you can
definitely-
market and
Like if you compare TikTok and Instagram's payment, like I could have 3 videos out of the week go viral on TikTok, and I only get paid $100 by
Yeah.
the creator program.
Mhm.
Versus Instagram, if I have 3 videos go viral within that week, I'll get paid $500.
Yeah.
And I feel like what do you think? Because I honestly don't know, but I'd hope that if you're big on YouTube, growing on TikTok would be easier versus if you're big on TikTok, growing on YouTube would be harder.
I think it depends on the number that you
Yeah.
have on YouTube and what
Yeah.
kind of content you make.
Yeah.
Because a lot of long form content creators, they're struggling with trying to make their long form shorter, and then a lot of short form content creators, it's hard for them
Yeah.
to make it longer. But if you have the relevancy,
Yeah.
it don't matter if your videos suck off rip.
Yeah.
The audience loves you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go in like Teaching Men's Fashion. He's better with long form content, but when he first started his short form page, like I think it was fair to everybody thought like, okay, like the videos aren't matching the YouTube quality.
Yeah.
But because it's him, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
Versus your average, you probably have like 10K subscribers.
Yeah.
But the amount, if you move over to TikTok because you just haven't done it yet, probably like 100, 200 people are gonna go over to TikTok. Just because also different platforms. Some people don't like the AI of TikTok. Some people prefer how YouTube works. Some people like the layout better on Instagram than TikTok.
Yeah.
All
Computers,
these
phones,
weird
like,
little things.
Yeah.
So
do y'all think TikTok's gonna get banned?
no, it's a money thing.
I
have no idea.
Here's the thing.
No comment.
I understand why they would ban it in certain
Why?
places. And
Oh.
do I agree? Sort of. And I don't want that to come off bad to you.
Wait, why?
Big on TikTok.
Like, are you talking like government
Yeah, because
places?
they do. So the bill going through right now, or to my knowledge, what's happening is that TikTok has always had access. They have access to your Wi-Fi. They have access to our Wi-Fi. They have access to our old family photos. They have access to everything. What we watch on TV, private browsers, anything. Now the bill that they're putting in
Don't look at me like that. Hey man.
is wait. I said private browsers. You looking at me?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be funny, bro. Inside joke.
Wait, let me go.
Inside joke.
Let me go.
Inside joke.
Let me go clear.
Yeah,
some
clear
shit.
some shit, man. But
It's too
like
late.
the bill I think they're putting in is making sure so they can't do that any longer. So the app would just have to change that. But they're not gonna change that. You know why? Because they technically are getting a lot of information to not from us. They don't give a fuck about what we're doing. They give a fuck about, let's say,
Government officials.
what?
Government officials.
Government officials.
Yeah, yeah,
Because that's what they did originally. They blocked
yeah.
TikTok on government officials' phones.
And their families, which makes
Oh,
sense,
yeah,
kind of. I'm
yeah.
not gonna
That's
lie.
good. I mean,
That's
Yeah.
why they say government officials in colleges, because some of the government officials' families
Yeah.
are in college.
That's
And colleges, I
good.
understand too, because it's college Wi-Fi, which has access to all of their
Everybody else.
documents.
So then like they're finagling the system like,
Yeah.
okay, but I can
So just
still-
don't. And who uses college Wi-Fi for most of their shit
Right.
anyway?
Right.
So like I get that, and a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, this is terrible! Like the government's cracking down." I'm like, well, you know, if you look into it, it kind of makes sense from a government standpoint, and that doesn't mean the end of TikTok, and I don't even think it'll dilute values by even like 1%.
Yeah.
Like,
because I don't think any government officials are like popping on like
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
not making TikTok.
Yeah.
So might as well ban them.
It's just-
Pelosi's like
It's just
dancing
more the
in
fact
bars
that
and
like
shit.
terms and agreements is like whenever you, let's say I get on the TikTok right
Yeah.
now and then I get off, TikTok has the rights to look through everything in my phone for 30 minutes after me being on the app.
Yeah,
And then think about it, it's a computer running it, so they can
Uh-huh.
look through everything really quick.
yeah, and
you
they
can
had,
track back 4 months ago what I did on my phone. in
they can
30
get into your
minutes.
thermostat.
But yeah, like they can just see and keep a track of America's basically like our knowledge process as a whole
Yeah,
like community,
I
because you
see.
see China passed that bill. I want to say it's a year ago now.
Yeah,
They passed a bill to where no Chinese student can receive outside teachings outside of China.
really.
My mom did this program for extra money to where she
Yeah.
would tutor kids overseas on how to like speak English, because
Yeah.
she was an English teacher. So she'll
Interesting.
get extra money off of that. But since they passed that bill, if you live in China, you can't receive tutoring from a teacher in America.
Really?
You had to be an actual citizen of China
Oh.
to teach a Chinese student.
That's crazy.
So they passed that bill, and then they also have a bill to where it's like you don't have access to the world's social media,
Yeah.
but you do for like 1 day out of like a month or 1 day out of like 3 months.
Which is crazy.
'Cause I have a friend named, his American name is Robert.
Okay.
I met him through a foreign exchange student program. But whenever he went back to China, like I can only talk to them here and there because they don't give him access like that to message me.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's that's insane.
And actually, I haven't heard it from him since the ban of like the teaching.
Really?
thing. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I mean, I know they're listening right now, and I don't want to like say like anything, but like, damn, like some shit's going down. I feel like. when it
Yeah,
comes to
like
this
the
stuff.
congressman just looked very passionate, or they were very passionate about the whole thing. So
But I don't think they're gonna ban TikTok though.
Yeah,
Just
no way.
because these bigger brands that are getting a lot of money now from TikTok, if they hear like anybody trying to ban TikTok, they're gonna be like, bro, let me like pay you off.
Yeah.
Like, let's work out an agreement.
Yeah,
you
and I know they will.
At the end of the day, it comes down to money.
What
True.
pisses me off is when people are like, "Oh no, did you hear that the CEO of TikTok though? He was talking in like California about some." I'm like, that's not the fuck. Like, you really think that guy they put to talk about TikTok is the CEO? Do you understand like how business is run? The guy who owns it, we don't know. That's
Yeah.
you know like
ByteDance.
If we knew, there'd be a hit on.
Shut
it.
up.
exactly. Like, and I'm like, you just gotta like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's
kind of
just-
He's a
look
young
way
face.
deep into
He's
it.
the Adam of TikTok.
Let me plug my computer in.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you found some valuable information. If you want to join that club and talk analytics, man, DM one of us. I'm sure we'll put you to the right place.
Not me.
And we're looking to learn some stuff.
That's so
Ideally-
real. Yeah, don't
Ideally,
DM
one of those two.
DM me.
just
yeah,
to-
yeah. DM me. I got my Instagram down
My
there.
DMs are flooded right now, so
Yeah.
ideally one of those two, please.
But
Unless you got the blue check mark, I can see it.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you got the blue check mark, you're fine. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching so much as always. Hope you learned something. And if you didn't, then maybe teach us.
Yeah.
Because we don't know,
Yeah.
really.
And we
Yeah.
never will.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, we're all still learning, man, but it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you like the video. Subscribe
Thank
and
you,
go check
Cam
out
and
all of our shit in the
Dustin, for being
description.
on.
Yeah, thank you, Cameron, for real, bro. Like, you were the first one on, and you made me want to just do it so much more.
And Dustin finally
And
is
Dustin,
on.
Now finally redoing
Yeah.
Motherfucker cut my whole section out last
It was 10 minutes, and it was all about fitness.
He was
so.
supposed to be the
It's in the archive somewhere.
Were you supposed to be the first episode, or were you supposed to be the second?
Second.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the second.
It's supposed to be the
We
second.
got it. Then we got
got
my check.
robbed.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. The lost episode. It may come out someday. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Ring that bell. Get some information sooner than everybody else. And
Damn, I look good that day too, bro.
He did.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
He did.
Yeah, he did have the fit on.
That's the
Yeah.
Patreon.
My
Find it
questions were not
Find it on
par,
Nathan's
though.
Patreon.
Just, do what?
Find it on your Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
The secret
OnlyFans.
episodes. Yeah. But yeah,
We're gonna have someone on with OnlyFans like in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah,
That's
really
cool.
good.
I'm definitely gonna
Comment
watch
if I should make it
that. Ask some good questions. Ask some good questions. Like,
Oh yeah.
monetization and everything. I'm
Mhm.
curious.
Yeah. Oh, for real. How that algorithm
Yeah.
works. I'm very
Yeah.
interested in.
And
So if you're doing
social
OnlyFans
standards,
too,
I'm
check it
curious.
out. But yeah,
yeah.
Take
Thanks
care.
for watching.
Shit.
peace.
Peace.
See ya.